Greetings and salutations, YouTube Wanderer. The Lost One Gamer here, and welcome back to Age of Civilizations 2, our Cherokee campaign. So, I know last episode was bad. We got our butts absolutely kicked by the Osage, who just kind of ran down into Choctaw territory and pretty much just wrecked us. I was not prepared. We had kind of been weakened by the war, and this has kind of taught me a lot of different lessons. I know people were saying that the monarchy allows you to kind of have for better military upkeep, but I still prefer it to be a tribal government. Like I said, I know I was saying that the real benefit for it for me was being able to move around, which I still think had its upside in that series, or in the series so far. It didn't help me towards the end where I couldn't move before they attacked me, which I was trying to migrate, but they just attacked because it takes a full turn to migrate. So that kind of sucked, but this time around, I know I gotta have a consistent army though, and we gotta be attacking with way more than what we start out with in most cases. Now I'm thinking that possibly I may just completely turn away from technology and research, so we might not be or I just kind of keep us on. I think I said this before the last time, that I was gonna try and keep us on like an average level with everybody else, so we're not really too concerned about being with them, or necessarily beating them. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started again. So we're going to, of course, start to work on our economy and everything else in the very beginning. I guess I was going to say, let's see, I forgot where we started out. 19 gold a turn. All right, so we got some technology points to use, so we're going to go ahead and, let's see, we got 12 points. So because of the fact that I already know the situation that I'm going to find myself in, I'm going to go ahead and spend the first 6 points on military upkeep. And I think, like I said, just because I might not divert as much to it, I think we'll go ahead and put 6 points into research. Alright, so let's see. Now, let's go ahead and balance our budget and see what we got going on here. We can go ahead and increase the taxes, of course, a little bit. And we will put a little bit of money into research, just enough. We'll put it like there. I think that should be good. We'll keep, let's see, we'll put a little bit more into investments. That'll get us 15 per turn. Of course, we're going to increase at some point due to the fact that we have not moved or done anything. We do still have our military, our 42 people for the moment. So we'll go ahead and end the turn. I might start skipping ahead like I did before. Oh god, I think I slowed this down, didn't I? Hold on, let's go ahead and increase that, because I don't know, I don't like how slow that was. So I think I might skip ahead and see what we can do. I guess I should probably start investing though, in terms of our economy. Get the ball rolling. I might invest in for development first, actually. So we're going to spend a good 300, I was about to say 300 grand, but we don't have that kind of money. Definitely don't. This time, I'm trying to think. I always said I wanted to kind of plot out what I was doing. And last time we moved completely, we moved down to Louisiana. I'm thinking this time we might actually stay here and not move. Well, I mean, we'll have to move at some point to go and attack people, but I'm not exactly sure if I want us to move to Louisiana again. I mean, maybe at some point we might, but I don't think I'm gonna like do like I did the last time. The only thing is that we also moved out west because a lot of the people that were out there were a lot what the frick is that? A lot of people that were out there were not as strong as we were, and pretty much everybody that's here could kick our butt immediately. So I might have just contradicted myself already, because I don't want to be. The Choctaw gave us problems. Actually, the Choctaw didn't give us problems. They helped create problems. The Creek are there and as strong as ever. The Powhatan. There's only really one tribe here that we could really fight, and that's the Chickasaw. I mean, at some point, possibly, maybe the Choctaw, but now is not the time. So I'm kind of trying to see. I don't know. I mean, maybe we can sit here for a while, and I guess we'll see what ends up happening. Like I said, I don't know. I like the whole migration thing and being able to move out this way and take out some people really early on. Seems like they're already moving one of their territories around. The freaking Creek have now moved into Jacksonville. Interesting choice there. Now gaining 17 per turn. Our development is now done. Why the frick are you moving towards me? I don't like that. Don't freaking move. Stay where the frick you are. Freaking the Chickasaw are already trying to come after me. I don't like that. I don't think they'd start war this quick. At least I hope not. I mean, this is not the time, I don't think, but it's possible. They may. I'm going to go ahead and invest 200 into our development. And I think I might put the rest of the remaining 300 in terms of our actual economy, boosting us up for the time being. So let's see, 200, 300, there we go. All right. That leaves us with 49 gold left to our freaking names at this point as an entire civilization. Not exactly the best position to be in, to be completely honest, but at some point it will all be worth it. 483. Let's see. I think we... Oh no, that's just the civilized government thing popping up. I was about to say, I thought it was saying we had another point to use, but we do not. So that's unfortunate for the time being. So, 17, we're now up to 18. We still haven't gotten, of course, to the point where our military upkeep drops to the point where it's almost nothing. So we still got like 40 turns for that, I think. Freaking creeker just moving around. I'm trying to keep an eye on everybody's like movements because I'm trying to position myself again where I'm not really on anybody's border until I want to be on their border. See, the Choctaw now moved. They're up to 811. The Chickasaw are still at 455, so we're kind of boosting past them already. So, I mean, I can see this. God dang it, the Creek are already in bad terms with us. I'm gonna have to do a better job of diplomacy as well, because that was probably an issue. I had a lot of freaking people that weren't necessarily friendly with me. And that kind of caused issues too, because as I wanted to do, I wanted to kind of fix things between us and the Choctaw. I was already thinking we were going to be hated by them anyway, but if I couldn't increase relations with them, it's a possibility that we would not have, or the Osage would not have been able to use them for military access. So that probably would have put us in a better position there. So we're up to 510 now. Let's see, our development is currently at 0.07. Province growth is at 30%. I'm not exactly sure what it was when we were down here in Louisiana, or when we were over in the plains. I don't know if it was higher. I feel like it might have been, though. Now getting 20 gold per turn. I want to go ahead and see if we can start some diplomatic relations with the Choctaw. Because like I said, I don't want to be... We're okay with them so far. I'll go ahead and improve relations for the next 20 turns, which I don't actually know if we have enough diplomacy points for that now, actually. I forgot how we can affect that. Right now we've got turn increase of 0.1. So technology helps that. Okay. So maybe that's why we actually do need to be in a good spot technologically so we can have a good diplomacy. I guess that does make sense at day's end. You can't really communicate. You can't have good relations if you can't communicate with people. I guess that makes sense. So we got another technology point now to use. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into our economy growth for the time being. So there we go. I think the next one I might put back into research, like I was saying. Speaking of research, let's see. Where do we stand with the rest of the world here? Actually, the Powhatan have now come down here with 2,358 for their economy. Everybody else seems to be growing somewhat slow, so I'm okay with our growth so far. Seems like we're doing pretty good, all things considered. Of course, the Creek are growing massively. They're kind of our, I was going to say they're our biggest threat, but the Osage are still there, so that's the thing. So map modes, let's see. Technology-wise, we are currently at 0.13. I forgot we started out really bad, actually, in terms of technology. We're not too far behind, the Osage, but pretty much everybody else, we're kind of pretty far behind. Creek are, of course, at 0.17. At some point, maybe we'll catch those guys. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. 20 gold to turn. 252 is where we currently stand. 22 gold to turn now. We've still got, let's see, like 30 turns before our military upkeep kind of balances out. Our economy's growing at like 3 per turn, it seems like, or 4. So that's doing pretty good. We've now ended relations with the Choctaw, so that's increased us there. Now, let's see. Where do we stand with them now? +8. Hopefully they don't come over here and freaking insult us like they did last time. So I don't need that at all. We're down to 0.3 points. So we're going to have to wait a fairly long time before we can really do anything else for the time being. So I'm going to go ahead and invest 300 gold into our economy again. Let's see. 300, which is going to be pretty much all that we have. Which kind of sucks, but there we go. All right, so 531. We've already grown a pretty good bit, I think, all things considered. 539. That's 23 gold a turn. Let's see. I'm trying to keep an eye on the Chickasaw. They're at 470. They've only grown like 15 or 20, I think, since the beginning so far, and it's already been 4 years. So, I mean, I feel comfortable with being able to hit them in the very beginning, early on. It's 23, 23, 174. See the Osage. Yeah, all these other provinces are not really growing, and it seems like you'd think they would, considering their development growth is a lot higher than mine. I won't say a lot, but it's higher. 0.7 versus 0.1, 0.8, or 0.08, I'm sorry, with the Chickasaw. So, next 300 that we get, we're going to go ahead and invest that into our Go ahead and invest that into... I guess maybe our population growth is higher than theirs, though. That's probably a thing. No, the Chickasaw are at 31%. Choctaw at 32. Creek are at 33. The Osage are at 44. The Miami are the slowest ones at 24 so far. So it seems like everybody else is pretty much higher than us. So actually, my logic was flawed there. Let's see. I was going to say if we moved, would that help? I think, let's see. If I go back to the... Let's see, distance, where was it? The economy. That was the thing. I could see in different areas what our economy would be. So it seems like Asheville, 575. What's the, like, best thing that we could get near here? Charleston, Wilmington wouldn't be much better than what we've got. There's really no places that are that close to us that would be better. Columbia is, like, the next best option. I mean, I think, all things considered. Like I said, New Orleans was pretty good when we were down there. We might just go ahead and make the move to Columbia. Or, I'm sorry, not Columbia. Was it Columbia? Yeah, to Columbia real quick. So we won't be too far from our homeland. I said I wasn't going to do so much migrating, but I think this one might help us out a little bit just to begin. So we'll go ahead and migrate to Columbia. Alright, there we go. 1.6, and we'll go ahead and end the turn. Actually, that didn't help much. It'll probably help in the long run. Let's see. I said I was going to put this point into research, so we'll go ahead and do that. Next point, I'll probably put into economic growth. So let's see. 42 soldiers at the moment, 19 per turn. All right, 584. Actually, that increased our population growth, so now we're up to 48%. So that didn't help in some ways. So it wasn't exactly a bad move, I don't think, all things considered. I'm okay with it. Now, 36 turns in. I want to have at least something accomplished by turn 50. But I don't think that's going to be the case. We've already jumped up to 601 now. I said I was going to invest in... our development. So I'll go ahead and spend another 300 gold there. 290, 300. There we go. That is... Let's see. Plus 0.1. This will probably get us up to... God dang it. That's not what I meant to do. Probably get us up to 0.08. Yep, definitely. Hopefully it might get us up a little bit higher. I don't think it'll get us up to 0.09 just yet, but... Let's see, 5,612. How many people are we gaining per turn? Looks like we're gaining about 4 people per turn, which isn't bad. Actually, that dropped down a lot. That wasn't exactly what I expected it to be. Alright, so has our investment ended now? I think it might have ended while I was talking. Yep, it has indeed. So 0.08 is now where we currently stand. Go ahead and, actually, let's see. Now we got another point to use. So I said I was going to put that into our economy growth. So there we go. Alright, so now, let's see, we're now 0.15 in terms of technology. So we're currently, compared with the rest of the world, 0.15, 0.18, 0.19, 0.18. We're really behind, actually. We're still on par with the Osage, though, so I guess we're not too far behind. I might go ahead and put a little bit more into our research. We're going to put an extra 2 or 3 gold there. That should put us on, or at least at a better level there. So we're going to end the turn. Alright, 221. Currently, we've been in the same spot for 14 turns. So we're kind of trying to get back to that point where the military upkeep drops off. Plus 21, 324. Guess we can go ahead and make another investment here pretty soon. So I will go ahead and invest in our economy here. So we'll go ahead and put another 300 gold there. And that should, let's see, where will that put us at the end? Plus 27 points. Let's see, a full 300 will boost us up 30 points. So that will put us at 670. Alright. Economy check. Let's see, the Chickasaw are at 496 now. The Choctaw are at 825. The Shawnee are 1459. The Osage 1366. The Miami 1390. The freaking Huron are coming down here, who already are at 3,660 with 1 freaking territory already. Goodness gracious, what the frick have they been doing? It puts me in a bad spot. Seems like a lot of people are migrating down this way now, though, which is concerning. Concerning indeed. Like I said, I don't like having too many people around me, but it's now 50 turns in. We've got some pretty substantial economic growth to show for, I think, at this point. So let's see, 91. I was going to say, I wonder if we can afford to actually recruit some more troops now at this point. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Let's see, the freaking the Choctaw are moving around a little bit over there. I don't know what their deal is, what they have in mind here. I need to keep an eye on our diplomacy points too. I said I wanted to keep us in good relations with them. I should probably put us at least in talks with the Creek so that they don't hate me at day's end. So I guess we'll do that. Even though this isn't gonna, let's see, we'll try 20 turns. We won't have enough for that, but I'll go ahead and do it. 5.8, 5.5. Let's see, -14 turns our relation right now, -13. So each turn seems to be taking down 1. All right, so we'll have to be communicating with them for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one into military upkeep. So there we go. We're gaining 26 per turn. So let's see. Actually, ooh, the Creek have caught the plague. Do we have it too? At the moment, we don't. So I guess we're okay. That's why I don't want to be close to anybody, because I don't want our people catching this plague right now. I don't need that at all. I think our economy is doing pretty well, though, all things considered. I am going to invest now into our development, because last time we did the economy. So each time around, I'm trying to switch it up. So we're at 0.09 actually for the time being. So let's see. We should. I was gonna say we should be able to get up to 0.1, but let's see. Are we gonna be able to do that? I guess not. 0.96, 0.97. I think we'll be just short, which is unfortunate. At least our province stability is at 100, and our happiness at 77. If I had kind of held off on taxes for a little bit, we probably would have been at pretty higher level at this point, but it is what it is. We ended relations with them, didn't we? I think, with the Creek. I thought, maybe. Or do we still have things going with them? I thought we... Let's see. If I can go back to... Where's my political... Hold on, diplomacy. Alright, yeah, now we are still improving relations. Okay, so I was about to say, we're now down to -6 with them. That insult did some work there. So we got a ways to go. Now we're gaining at 30 gold per turn for the time being. So let's see, we're up to 0.1 now. 40 turns in the same spot. So we'll go ahead and invest into our economy here. So let's see, we're going to put a 300 gold investment there. And I think after this, we might see what we can do in terms of troops. I'll see if we can recruit and actually be able to support them. I might take some money out of research again, or take some money out of goods. But that's going to lower our population growth, which has been pretty good so far. So I don't know if I really want to ruin that. I think we've now ended relations, so yeah. But we're currently... Where did that leave us now after all of that? It leaves us... Let's see. Leaves us... God dang it. Leaves us at -1. So we're pretty much back to normal with them. Choctaw now +8 with us. Which we're coming up pretty fast on the Choctaw, all things considered. So we were kind of far behind them in the very beginning, but I like where we're at. Sorry, I was trying to check on the Chickasaw. They're at 575, so they still have not improved that much so far. I think we'll go ahead and put this one in the military upkeep because, like I said, I was going to try and recruit some troops pretty soon. +33. I need to do a technology check. We're currently at 0.17, which is still on par with the Osage, but pretty much behind everybody else. So we'll be a little bit late to the party, but I think we'll be okay at day's end. At least I hope so. At least I hope so. So, trying to see real quick, how much would it cost us to recruit, guys? We recruited 36 guys. It would cost us 180. We're just going to try and get up to 60. I'm going to see where that puts us. That's going to cost us 90 gold. Let's see where that puts our economy. At 12. Okay. So, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. 100 turns in, we might have... I was going to say 100 turns in, we might have an army of 100, but actually I doubt that. I doubt that. The way things are going, not really there. I'm going to go ahead and invest our 300 gold into our... Actually, I think we did our economy last time, so we'll do the development this time. Which actually, it's pretty much all we have. So there we go. 13 gold a turn, 14 now for the time being. Alright, so it is increasing. I'm thinking we could go ahead and raise taxes a little bit. 15. That's going to cut down on happiness, but our happiness is pretty good. I'm going to cut down on goods just a little bit here, so we can get some more money for the time being. Let's see, military upkeep is 36 gold a turn. Alright. I could cut back on our investments, but I like our development growth, so we'll keep that where it is. Alright. Let's get out of there. Plus 18 a turn. It's going to be a little bit before we can kind of... Oh, God. I've zoomed out so far. I can see everything. I can see everything. 18 gold a turn now. 90 gold. All right. So, let's see. I need to do another 863, 590. I wonder how long it would really be before we could take somebody into war. Our economy is already looking pretty good. Like I said, good enough to take out the Chickasaw at least. Almost good enough for the Choctaw, but not exactly. Well, actually, technically it is. I want to say I've learned my lesson from that whole economy thing too, because there's been some people that definitely surprised me when I didn't think they should have been able to do what they did. So we definitely want to make sure that we dwarf people, or at least we're a pretty good ways ahead of them. So we got one more technology point to use. I'm going to go ahead and put that into military upkeep. All right. And there we now stand at 23 gold a turn at 200 gold. All right, we'll probably do some more recruiting once we get back up to about 30 gold, because that's where we did before. I think last time we recruited 18 guys, so I might only do maybe 10 or so to get us, to keep us at like even numbers. We're now 100 turns in, and we've got an army of 60 to show for. Army of 60, which is not going to do too much damage to really anybody, to be completely honest. But let's go ahead and recruit some guys. I'll go ahead and recruit 10 units for the time being. That's going to cost us 50 gold, and that's going to take our economy down to 13. All right, so I want to go ahead and invest now into our economy. All right, so 300 gold there, and let's see here, 300, there we go, 61, 13 gold a turn, which should start to rebuild pretty quickly. 87, 13. Let me go back to this area here. Technology check again. Hold on. 0.25. We're at 0.18. Ooh, the Osage have actually like really jumped up now, so we are really far behind. That's concerning. Very concerning. I mean, once we get in a position where we can take over some territories, I might kind of get us back on track, technology-wise. I wonder how we would fare, because last time, like I said, we went west, and we were still pretty advanced for those guys. I mean, we had a longer way to start from, so I mean, to be fair, I think we're about where we should be, all things considered. We're at 983. Our economy's doing really well right now. 988. We're now growing at 0.12 per turn, which is better than the Chickasaw. Not better than the Choctaw yet. Not better than the Creek either. Not better than the Shawnee, not better than Miami, not better than the Osage, not really better than anybody except for the Chickasaw, which kind of sucks. I'm assuming that these guys aren't really growing as much because they're probably focusing on their military, something that I'm trying to do a little bit. I'm trying to keep it balanced, though, for the most part. Let's see, 17 gold a turn, currently been stagnant for 9 turns, up to 79 happiness. Population growth is still at 46% or 48, still at 48, even though I think we took a little bit from goods last time. We're going to put this in economy growth this time. I put the last couple into military, so I might actually put 1 point into the other one, the income growth next time, so we'll see. Everybody's kind of moving around a little bit, which always worries me. Back up to 20 gold a turn. My key point is to get up to 30, and then we recruit like 10 guys. So I think that's gonna be my kind of my rhythm here. Diplomacy's looking pretty good too. I might have to start up relations with somebody again. See how that goes. Up to 400 gold now. Currently 126 turns in. It's been 19 years since the start of the game, pretty much. So let's see. We have not reached that point yet that I want to get to. I'll go ahead and invest in our development, so we're going to put a 300 gold investment there. Alright, so 23. Let's see, can we get up to 0.13? This might be enough to get us there, I think. We got like, what, another turn left? Yep, that was enough to get us to 0.13, so we're looking pretty good. And last time I think the 10 only took us down like 12 or 13 gold, so I think we might be in a good spot. I'm going to put this in income production like I said, so there we go. Might needed to put it in income taxation actually, but it is what it is. We'll get there eventually. 27 gold. I'm going to recruit 10 more guys, alright, to get us up to 80 units. Alright, 50 gold there, and that's going to take our economy down to 11, so that took us to 16. Took us 16 down. Alright, It's okay, though. It's okay. I guess I'll go ahead and put another 300 gold into our economy. And I'll probably call it an episode. Let's see, 200, 300. There we go. That's going to put us at, let's see, 1,000, 1,022, 1,030, and 1,038. We got one more turn, 1,046. So comparison, the Choctaw are still at 865. Chickasaw are now at 669. They've been moving a little bit, actually. The Choctaw, they haven't really been moving that much. The Creek, they're freaking way more than I can freaking do right now. Way more. Miami, I always want to compare us with the Osage now, because these are guys that kicked my butt last time. So I want to make sure that we're stronger than them at some point. Technically, we were supposed to be stronger than them in the last one, but like I said, our military was just kind of weakened from the war and everything. 3,215. The Cherokee are up there. They've kind of come into position now because I didn't see them before. And the Meskwaki are there with 1,060. So, and the Illiwanek are coming down as well. So we currently 1,046 versus 1,060. We're almost up to par with those guys as well. And technology check, we're currently at 0.2. The Osage are 0.22. Chickasaw are at 0.24. Choctaw 0.26. Creeker at 0.24. You would expect them to be a little bit better though. But we're still low. Still low. Still the lowest in the region. And actually, the Caddo are even better than us now. How the frick is that possible? And where are they? I guess they're close enough that we can't see them, but also close enough that we know their levels, which is weird. So I feel bad now. But I'm going to end it here, guys. And I will see you in the next one.